Hello and welcome to Living by Design. This is a part of our videos that we're doing for our home fall tour. I am Pam and glad that you've joined us today. Today we're going to be talking about how to make these little wooden pumpkins. They were a lot of fun to make. I was inspired to do the pattern on these from the shirts that we picked up from the thrift store. We made pumpkins, we made banners with them. Be sure to check out those videos if you haven't seen them yet. But today I'm going to tell you how to make these fun little wooden pumpkins. This is called a 1x1. You can pick this up at the hardware store. You can get it in different lengths. It's very inexpensive lumber. If you don't have a way to cut it once you get home, I happen to have a bevel saw. If you don't, you can ask at the hardware store if they will cut it for you. Just tell them the lengths that you want. But you can get this for under $3. They're not very expensive at all. And you can make several pumpkin sets out of just one piece, because they can come up to 6 feet, 8 feet long, so you'll get several out of just one piece. So I just happen to have some scrap actually left over from a home project. So I saved all those scraps. Like I said, I don't throw anything away. I saved all those and decided to make these fun pumpkins. I cut them at different lengths, at different heights. You can see, kind of just determined how I wanted them proportionally. You can go taller. This is about the same, little shorter, maybe medium, and then all the way down to these little itty bitty set here. You can glue them together or leave them separate. Spray paint that I always use is this one here. It is my go-to for just about any project that I want to spray paint, and it's the Rust-Oleum 2-coat. And these truly just have one coat on there, so it's coverage like a 2-coat. I love this. I usually get the satin, depending on the project. They have a gloss or they have a flat, but I typically use the satin on just about everything. Love this paint. This one I just did in a white. This one here is called, I think it's Fire Orange. They have another orange. They actually have several different oranges. I liked this one, matched my color tones I wanted to go with. And then this one is just a black. This one does happen to be semi-gloss. They must have been out of the one I wanted. I used lots and lots of black on lots of projects. So I just took them outside, put out a piece of cardboard, sprayed them, then flipped it so I could do the finished side. I did make sure that I sprayed on my ends as well, like this. So when I looked at the top of the pumpkin, it was painted and not the raw wood. Even if it is the raw wood, that's okay. That one's sprayed on this end, but not on this end, you can see there. So you just have to worry about one end. Then taking my inspiration from my shirts, you can see the pattern. I just picked out some colored pencils that kind of had the similar pattern. I used this one for my blue, and then I used this one for my orange. It's kind of a brown orange there. And I didn't have the right brown I wanted, so I actually just used this permanent marker and did it. And I'll show you how I did that. So I started with my orange first, and I just simply made a line. And that's all I did. And then just, I'm not measuring, I'm just moving it over a little bit, and I'm making another line. And then I'm gonna go up here, and I'm just gonna make a little line, go down a little bit, another line. I'm gonna skip a little bit of space and kind of repeat what I did there. Go down, do the same thing. Again, I'm not measuring. This is for fun. It's just to enjoy crafting and creating. Now, when I flip this over, I will look here to the side to see where my little mark is right here to the side, and I'm gonna just try to get as close to that as I can, and I'll be able to continue that same pattern fairly close. Again, doesn't have to be perfect, but just fairly close to what I did before. And I'm gonna do that and go all the way around on all sides and draw those little lines. Once I did that, I went in with my blue and I kind of just used the flat edge of it and I just colored. That's all I did. I just had a good time and colored that all the way down. You can do it across here. Just again, kind of using this as my inspiration. I can see it went this way and that way. So I'm gonna do the same thing. And I'm just gonna color that in right there where I went across. And then I like this part, kind of dark brown line here, and it's pretty prominent. So that worked out good with my marker. So I'm just gonna go back now and I'm gonna make that little line right there next to the orange. Go down, so there it is. And I'm gonna do it on this side. Again, just enjoying it, having fun. See, I even went over my orange. I'm not worried about that, no big deal. I'm gonna do it right here, kind of across there, across here. Just on each little orange line, I'm just gonna put one of these as well. Then, once I've done this on all sides, I would do all the sides. You can see this one here where I did all the sides. Once I've done that, I'm going to take a sanding block. But you just pick these up at the hardware store. It's just called a sanding block. They have it in different grits. This is probably about a medium one. And they're just kind of easy to hold. If you have a sander, you could use a sander. I would probably do a 220 or even higher, because this is just, we're not really sanding very much. But what I do is I just take it and I'm just toning that down. See that there's still the blue there, there's still the orange there, but I just toned it down a little bit. It's just a little bit more softer now. This one I did a little bit more, that one a little less. You pick how much you want, and you could see that only just took a few seconds. I didn't sand a lot, I just toned it down, but my pattern is there, and it picks up like my pumpkin. If I wanted my pumpkin close by, it kind of picks up the pattern, looks good together, and it ties the room together in all of my fall decor. After I did all of the pumpkins like this, I just got some sticks. These I just, again, went out in the yard, picked them up. I used them in the pumpkins as well as I'm using them on here. And I just put a little dab of hot glue up here. And I just put it right directly onto the stick here. And I pretty much cover the whole surface like this. You can see I've covered the whole surface. And then I'm just going to stick that right in the center. Some glue's going to ooze out around the edges. That's good. That's what I want. I want that to come out because now I'm going to put my little grass around there and top it off. Then you can pick this up. We used it on the pumpkins, the fabric pumpkins. You can pick it up at the craft store as well. I'm just going to go around it like this, press it down. Be careful, the glue will be hot. Gotta be careful, it's sitting down there. And I just pressed it in like that. And that is our little wooden pumpkin. You can cut them in different sizes, you know, just have fun. You can make several. I have, I don't know, I think 3 different sets. I have this fun little set you can see in the fall video with my little fox just sitting on a side table. This set I actually have in my doorway, which is why I did glue them all together. They are all connected because it sits on a little bench where we take on and off our shoes. It's kind of an active area. So all I did with that is I just ran some hot glue and stuck them together so it will stay in the set of 3. You can do them either way. They're a lot of fun. Depending on your pattern, you can switch them up, do them however you want. Just enjoy creating and having a good time. I've enjoyed this time sharing this tip with you. Please blog, comment, let us know if you try it out or what you think of this particular craft. Also, just continue watching for more videos. We'll be putting them out soon, especially with the holiday season coming up. I've enjoyed this time with you. I hope that you did as well. Have a great day, and we will see you soon.